season starting to get real with this tournament? Is that the feeling in the playing group?
Yeah, this week has certainly raised the levels of practice, there's no doubt about that. You start to do scouting, a little bit of personnel and the new players coming into the league, and all the players certainly take a step up, and we noticed that this week, so excited to get to the Gold Coast.
What does the blitz mean to the Jack Jumpers in terms of what you intend to get out of it?
I think it's an opportunity to really come together as a group. You know, we've got 4 or 5 new guys in the group, so the opportunity to play some different combinations, see how we actually go we've got some new things that we want to try as well, so it just gives us an opportunity over 3 games in a very short period of time to crack in and see what works, what doesn't work, and all preparation for that first game in Perth.
Is there an element of experimentation, or is it full, I guess, dress rehearsal for round 1?
Well, I think you're always experimenting in pre-season. There's still pre-season games, and you want to know what combinations work. And you know, we've got some thoughts about who's Jordan Crawford best, going to play best with out of our bigs down the track. Marcus Lee didn't do a whole bulk of pre-season, and he went back to the US. So it's just good to have him back in on the floor and get to know. And then obviously, Majuk Deng and Junior, who have been away representing their country and did a fantastic job, but getting the opportunity to play with those guys in that environment is really important.
You've only had the full team back the last couple of weeks. Do you expect it to be a little bit bumpy in this tournament?
Yeah,
getting the combinations right.
Yeah, most definitely. I think all teams will be like that. You know, Cairns, I know, haven't had their team in for long. Melbourne United haven't had their team together for very long. Obviously, Chris was away with the Boomers, so that's exactly what the Blitz is for, and iron those kinks out. And I think the first 4 or 5 games of the season, it's always a little bit that way as well. Everyone's trying to find the right combinations that are going to be successful for you. So I don't think we'll be any different. But just good to have the group together and healthy.
Will Magnay heading away to the Blitz with you guys? Will he see any minutes during the tournament?
No, Will won't see any minutes. He'll definitely be part of his rehab, and that's why he's coming. He's moving, starting to move around freely and do some less, strenuous stuff than playing. But he's definitely starting to move forward with his rehab. We're excited, and that's why we want to take him with us. Plus, he's a very vocal, strong leader of our group, Will. So we want him front and centre with that. Is
round 1 the target for him to be back on the court?
There's no target for Will. We just want him to go through his rehab. We've got Marcus Lee there. We've got Majuk Deng there. We can play small. We've got a very flexible group. And when Will's ready to come back, he'll be welcomed into the group with open arms.
So essentially, he'll be back when he's ready to be back.
Exactly. We won't bring back any earlier. But we want him back to, he's playing some good basketball in Spain, and we want to make sure that he's ready to go for us, because we think rolling him and Marcus Lee out there is a very, very strong defensive combination for us.
You settled on your initial starting 5 for the game against South East?
No, we haven't. No, we've changed our starting 5 through the course of the pre-season, and I think we'll change our starting 5 through the course of the Blitz. I think that'll be the way it'll go, and by the time we get to the end of it, we'll work out what's going to be the best combination for Perth.
For the coaches, back to the players, this is an audition, the Blitz. Like you said, you haven't settled on your starting 5, so essentially, if you want to make it, it's your chance to go away to learning.
Yeah, well, I think Scott's shown in the past that he'll play anybody. He's shown that Matt Kenyon was a contributor over the last couple of years in a role. You don't have to be one of our stars. Isaac White's proven that. We've had multiple starting combinations over the 2 years of Scott's tenure. I don't think this year will be any different.
Outside of Will Magnay, is the team reasonably fit? There's no niggles or major injuries coming into the Blitz. Is everyone else going to get a start or get that game time?
Yeah, no, we're actually really healthy, which is really pleasing. You always got to have a little niggles. Clint was obviously out for a couple of weeks. He rolled an ankle. He's come back, and we were really excited where he was at in the pre-season before he rolled his ankle. And this week he fitted right back in. So that was a pleasing aspect. Being named captain again too, I'll give him a little bit of added spring in his step.